Okay, resume. Okay, well, I'm recording now. Well, for those who have watched the full thing, yes, sorry about me cutting the video short. I accidentally clicked the run keys. Okay, deleting that one that was only like a couple minutes. I just fixed my inventory since I'm working on a new playing on a new laptop. Okay, commencing. Dun, well, it's off to Island Nation. I'll pick up Sage one there. If I can track it down. I'll have to tone down that scrolling. Because this place is packed. Like, I do the test here. This is. Oh, that is. Path through the stage. Give me that sage. Okay, that looks like it. What would the paladin be doing here? Why did I put my keys over on the other side of the table? And I feel like this time I will be changing it out of it until I get the level 890 equipment. Yes, I like that. Okay. Let's see. Outside into mid. Seems. And once I get this done, I will go take care of going to the bot. I just want to pick up Sage first. Oh, this is new and really helpful. They made it like this now. Yay! I approve. So Sage will start taking savvy now. No, but had no friends. I question how Rat Elf managed to gain this power at this stage. I swear it must be eventually. Give it to me. Well, thank you, but never gonna. Can be some time before I touch upon you. Oh, they increased up the equipment size. Yay, good. Oh, I forgot to remove all my belts from my inventory for my chest ring. Oh well. So I won't be able to see the rest in peace belts. I'm happy about this. Do you still get more space? I am happy about the rings. Well, the rings use that much space. I guess because you have long rings, but this. Okay, now let's boots. What is? Oh, weapons, that major upgrade. You can have so many more rings now. And weapons. Alright. Back to the pot. Dear Slowlopels, I wish for them to drown. Ooh.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule. Or so I'm told.
Frederick, what happened to your voice? Did you get a new voice actor?
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
Well, you still sound the same thing. I can't pronounce your name. I don't really care about you.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river...
I still
Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
I missed that Pancreas at the Opted daughter. Why couldn't she come to it? No, we abandoned her to basically the land where she won't do anything.
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Will this be your first visit to Charlian, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company.
Correct now, but no. Guard a stuck-up person who can't read the atmosphere.
Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Skip her dialogue.
Are you all right?
Okay.
It's just... hand...
Commute to me. Where's the option of being a jerk if that's a thing?
Ah, good. You're still here.
Who are you people?
Hori! Coulternay! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey. We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to
We set the sail! All aboard! It's time.
Then we must delay no longer.
Have a...
No talking. You troll. Oh, lol, those are video game trolls. They already wish to destroy us all.
And so you venture forth unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux. In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice.
Well, I guess you became a narrator. What's your name? The guy who was
That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent. And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Okay, now I truly start my EndWalker journey.
Here. Feel. Think.
Drinking too much. Wait, I don't drink alcohol.
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser. Though we're hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
Sorry about the noise pollution from my person from across from me. She likes causing noise pollution.
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself. In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Charlian should be coming into view at any moment.
Yes, I'll go see nothing since I'm wearing a blindfold. Wonder where they keep these loudspeakers to play this theme over and over again.
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad. Hear, feel, think.
When can we have her hairstyle?
And thus do we meet face to face at last. My warrior of light, guided by the crystal. You have visited the first. You have every right to say that. You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Eidolon has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who could orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield. Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid. Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms, monumental, which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Cast your peepers to the fore, folks. Sharlayan's just over yonder.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land.
No, not really.
We shall meet again, and soon.
You'll see about see.
Oh, what a fine morning. Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taken a look at the island already?
No.
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
Do I have to?
Ah, the sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
You didn't see the card.
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own, if we must.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed, 'tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper. There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
I'll soon see. Oh, title card. EndWalker. I'll see how much of a Final Fantasy IV references are going to be in this game, since the moon's already won. I'm sad I do not have
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Ala Mhigan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Hey, how we would have done it narrator if we were dead?
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next, then? Entry applications?
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
We'll always get that denial. Would be my plot. Sorry.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders. Especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge. If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldessian, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading?
Of course. The immigration offices were this way, as I recall. Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city.
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldessian at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today. And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Ishtola rule.
I think they would have recorded names of people who they blacklist.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome. Now, who do we have here?
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that, the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough.
We shall keep that in mind.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order.
Name and occupation.
And it is a title well earned.
An adventurer by trade is what your documentation indicates. No mention of this particular title. Self-appointed. And you, sir?
Estinian Valino, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ish.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your...
If you'll allow me...
Oh, look. One of the other trolls.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
I have every confidence in my chosen company.
Croyle!
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the... There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
Well, I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
That dolphin should probably still hear you guys. Here, have another weapon. Guess I'll rewire one of you guys to here. I guess I'll rewire you. Okay. You get out here. Where's one of those belts so I can... Or whole belt's gone, so I can't see what it says anymore. Ah, here's one. Okay. Another piece from abuse. Okay, my other. Stop talking. Sorry, this exception thing is a bit over much. Oh, great. Just peachy. Oh, they boarded. Deal with those later. Skip over blubber blabber, this type of dialogue. Guess that's me important later on, since looking at people watching something there. Oh, they're actually following us. That's somewhat entertaining. So I just have to take care of some stuff first. By looking at those presents coming here eventually. It just feels so empty, as you can tell there. Oh. They got rid of Shadow Bang. Got rid of Shadow Fang. I like that skill. Okay, let's see. Rest in peace, Shadow Fang. As you saw, I keep some of the more favorite skills I had here. Duality was a nice skill. Alright, back to of the original ninjas rogue skills. Only these skills are left. Pretty laughable. Only 2 new skills. And these are jutsus, basically. Okay, back to... Guess I'll put this technique here. And this technique here. I rarely use Mug anyways. Mug is just used to restore mine. Nah, keep it there. Quick sweep. Yeah, I'll keep it there since Mug is essential in high combinations. I'll fix it later. Okay, let's see what my takes. So far, none of its skills seem to have gotten hit. There. Let's see what my mages got it, if anything. Just an upgraded version of this. Let's see. Yep. So basically, we see White Mage just got only 2 new spells. I'll look into this a bit more when I go into England again. And now Dark Knight. So far, none of the skills seem to be touched. Let's give it that. Two new skills. Shadow Breaker. Oh, look, here's what happens to salt there. Okay, this is an so this is an upgrade. Okay. Good, that's a reduction. Yeah, so you get to go here. Okay, put you there. appeared down there. Guess they weren't happy about me venturing my own. Okay, first things first. Gain on my retainers, we signed here. So you no longer need to push anymore to change their appearance, it looks like. Yep. I guess I'll go get yourself on my own. Okay, I'll just pause this. Okay, and welcome back with watching this recording. I finished collecting all the rocks and reorganizing my scales. Some more. I just noticed Dream and Assassination are now one and the same. Yep, all my XP's gone. Guessing these over here will be where we part ways. I know I have to be in the stupid circles. Ugh. I hate doing this part, like doing more of this. Hey, where did you learn how to fly? Walking in the area for seconds. Okay, here's the cuts. Whatever. More trolls. They are the ultimate security. Slow you down.
Pray forgive me.
It's fine, Urianger. We're all here now.
What's that button up? Oh well.
Let's get down to business then, shall we?
Hello, text engaged.
Come what may, we must prevent the Telophoroi's plans from coming to fruition. At present, I see two paths for gathering the information which may aid us in achieving that goal. The first involves an investigation into the change which has come over Sharlayan, not to mention the recent inscrutable behavior of the Forum. As most of you know, the 99 members of the Forum are elected from the general populace. This alone guarantees a plethora of opinion with regards to foreign policy. The bibliotheques, for example, are a group of conservatives which would have Sharlayan focus on recording history, while remaining entirely uninvolved in the making of it. And at the other extreme, we have advocates for proactive diplomacy and direct intervention. My grandfather Galef was one such member, as was Archon Louisois. Yet despite our diverse factions and philosophies, the recent vote to deny Eorzea's request for assistance was unanimous. Even more concerning was the fact that many cited other, more pressing duties as justification for their recalcitrance.
Fortuno's refusal in Gridania had those same undertones. 'Twas as if, having stared unblinking into the face of impending doom, he had simply turned away to pursue something more important. But what could that possibly be?
A mystery indeed, and one which I ask for your help to solve. Our future may depend on it. As for our second potential path, it concerns a request made directly to the students of Baldessian. Our organization was founded primarily to study strange and unexplained phenomena the world over. Mysterious relics and ruins, arcane disturbances, and so forth. Compared to our more isolationist Sharlayan colleagues, we have strong connections overseas, namely with scholars and academics who share our passion for the unknown. The request in question comes from one such acquaintance, Nidana, an alchemist residing in distant Thavner. Her missive describes the sudden appearance of a tower and the subsequent summoning of what I can only assume is a lunar primal. In response to this threat, the satrap of Radzat-Han, the individual who governs the city-state, has instructed the alchemists to find a means to deal with the spire.
The artisans of that land are heirs to an ancient tradition, one rather unlike that of their Uldan counterparts. 'Tis possible, nay, probable, that they have gleaned truths unattainable by Eorzea or her Far Eastern allies.
They do, in fact, appear to have a strategy in mind, though it will require further research. To that end, they have requested an introduction to a capable warrior shielded by the blessing of light.
Assuming we divide our forces to pursue both of Kral's lines of inquiry, then having you join the group heading to Thavner would seem the obvious choice. But the investigation in Sharlayan is of vital importance as well. Equal, I think, to the Thavnerian one, given that the fate of the world may hinge on the results of both.
Yes, it is quite the quandary. Though it is a great imposition and an altogether too common one, our efforts would be more likely to succeed were you to lead the charge on both fronts.
Of course, it would. You guys are completely hopeless idiots.
You are indeed our champion. As to which task to tackle first, we will defer to your decision. Let us next decide how everyone else might best be assigned. As for myself, I shall continue what I've begun in Sharlayan. I should also like to steal the services of an Archon or two.
And thereby gain access to a greater range of reading material. I will help with that.
Allow me to offer my assistance. I have some small amount of experience in the field of research.
Alize and I would also like to help, if you would have us.
Anything to understand even a fraction of what our father and the Forum might be thinking.
Of course, the more the merrier.
Right. The rest of us will make the journey to Thavner. Thoughts? Objections?
Yes.
I passed through Thavner on my way to infiltrate the Empire, and though I'm not qualified to give a guided tour, I did gain a sense of where things lie.
I'll be happy to have you along then. So for this group, it will be you, me, and Urianger.
I hate this elf guy.
Give me a moment afterwards, and I'll supply you with all the details of Nidana's request. Consider this hall our rendezvous point once our respective tasks are complete. May our investigations prove fruitful.
Sorry about my neighbor. Here, have a worthless chess piece which you're not going to use. Let's do this first. Okay, well, they blabber. I'm guessing Anima will most likely be on this other continent, while the Magi sisters are in this location somewhere. Okay. I'll put this one on priority for now. Collecting more worthless body part pieces. Where was this car I looked for? Might as well first unlock the specimen list. Oopsies. Well, that what happens when I'm not paying attention. $6 million. That should be super easy. No, we get very little experience now. All these side quests haven't bothered touching. I'll do you later, at some point or another. I'll kill them. No, it's decorations. Kitty. On high level materia. Okay, where's the destination I want? Hey, there it is, hitting the box. on, remove that chair over there. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I see sparkles there. I see sparkles there. Blah 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 blah. Speed reading. Do you wish to read this? Blah 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 blah. I know I'm just going in circles. Blah blah blah. Eventually I'll run into the appropriate one. Oh, so you kind of move there. It's probably the right book. Let's see. I don't see a way down. Is that an elevator right there? Why start here first? Might as well finish this place first and then move on. Okay, I'm just going to stretch my legs a bit while they just finish their dialogue. See? Still blurring. Okay. Still blabbering, I see. Was this necessary, really, to hit the wake button? Really? Can't we just have this one continuous dialogue? Nope, we're gonna have to sit here 3 times. Blah, 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 blah. I don't see why why we need to be here. Okay, getting this boots. I hate the future clothes I saw in the trailer. Good set one. Oh, I couldn't get the bridge right there. No, you can't swim in this water. This again. And more blabbing. Hello, Dick. Okay, so tea, omelet, the lobster, tea, omelet, and lobster. Sorry, I'm just looking over stuff. Avatars. Okay, wait, so for scenario version. Alright, so up before I can put on there. These girls have yet to get their gestures. Okay, sorry, I was just checking.
When our father disowned us, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. It wasn't until much later that his words began to sink in, that I began to feel the weight of what it meant. Do you remember when the decision was made to come to Sharlayan? Grahas said that the Forum was determined to keep us in the dark, and that Father's venomous performance was part of that strategy, to keep us at arm's length. Perhaps it was. Father argued with Grandfather on many occasions, but never with such dismissive contempt. And when he demanded what justifies the sacrifices we make in war, I honestly didn't know what to say. Neither did Alpha know, I know, but never for one moment did I believe we had made the wrong choice. So all I could do was fume silently. It was only afterwards that I realized how childish I had been. If I could have just mustered a civil response, then things might have turned out differently.
That looks suspicious.
They must be ferrying goods to Labyrinthos. A vast complex beneath the island. Sharlayan is famous for archiving knowledge from around the world. Well, that knowledge is not preserved exclusively in dusty tomes and desiccated samples. Our living library, comprised of all manner of flora and fauna, is housed and studied within that underground facility. Still, that did seem to be an unusually large shipment. When I lived here, it was rare to even see such cargo transported by boat. Wait! Didn't you hear something in the last stand about the gleaners coming and going more than usual? Well, I think they're the ones we saw manning those boats. And gleaners answer to the Forum. If the appearance of the Telophoroi prompted this sudden burst of activity, then Labyrinthos may hold a clue as to what the Forum is planning.
Plot thickens. First, let's see. My guess is they're planning on abandoning the planet. Is what my guess is. They're going to all abandon this planet for another. Well. Anything's better than this. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There. Here, this use this. Okay, back to the stream. Let's see, so how long have I been recording so far? Okay. For some reason or another, my stream, it cut off. Okay. Sorry. I didn't know that my... Oh, this is horrid. Okay. This was just horrid. Horrid, truly. I am sorry, people who are... Okay, I guess, well, no one watched the stream. But for people who, like, watch this on the stream... What I streamed on channel... what I did stream showings... Okay, for some reason or another, the stream's discontinued. But the recording continued. So I only almost been recording 2 hours. Okay. Why do you walk so slow? Yeah, there. That should work. Just following this person. Just be me in. So I can actually have something.
Deep beneath the scholar's city shines a false sun within a fabricated sky. In any age exist those who consider the floor an extension of their bookshelves. And this vault's architects surely belonged to that special breed. If the stack grows too high, start a new one. If no room remains, then make more rooms. A simple solution at first, and then bit by bit, a profound transformation. Knowledge buried beneath knowledge, a growing, creeping labyrinth from which there is no escape.
Well, I'm still betting on the arc nonsense. Well, we'll find out. Well, I'll find out.
Not what you expected. I must admit, the artifice is very convincing. But I assure you that we are beneath Sharlayan itself. The breeze you feel, the flowing waters you hear, all created by the hand of man.
The island is volcanic, you see, and once upon a time this great hollow must have been a reservoir for magma. It was discovered some 400 years ago, at which point it was repurposed as a storage facility for scrolls and samples and such. Renovations have continued, with nigh on no interruption to this day, with the lower levels still undergoing expansion.
Aren't those people gleaners?
Aye, judging by their dress. They are said to work alone as a rule, but 'twould seem that rule is being enthusiastically broken today. It may be as you suspected, that they are engaged in a task apart from the norm.
Let's spread out and get some answers then.
Let me see, how many currents do I need to find? Yeah.
Ugh. Did you call to me just now? No. How odd. I must be a bit dizzy from the descent. I'll be fine, I'm sure. Let's get to work, shall we?
Okay, let's see. No display information yet. Oh, the compass. Only 6 locations now in each. And only 4 have to find in those ones. Ooh. I'll go to what is doing this bit. Well, okay, there we go. Well, if I see more fits, I'll take care of doing them. Nah, keep my eyes out for ethereal currents as well, I guess. see what this ninja tool looks like. No, I can't use this stuff yet. Technically I can. I'll worry about two movers later. Okay, I'm taking a quickly look at that. Doesn't say. Why come up here? I'm just checking for currents. And I was right. The first current. I'm an active person. South, I'll get, well, when I get down there, I guess. That's a lot. new one you can just spam. Now let's move you up here. As I said, I worry about fates when I'm... Okay. Since I won't be able to get the scroll until I do enough fates. Oh, there's a bit over there. Guess I'll go over there and go to it. To me, it's close enough. And also, I'm there I can attune to that. I feel so slow. That person must have already got enough beans. I don't really like how they move across the map. Oh, we have the boss location. That. Oh, a hunt. Oh, I need to kill these guys. Go to you later. 4 more to rank up to the next rank. Hopefully I don't need as much pages to rank up to the next rank that one. You guys are still yapping. I went to the restroom. You guys are still talking. So somewhere here. there's a gem salesman. Rank up before I can get the actual good stuff. Let's play gay. So this is my current deck. Bum, bum, bum. Don't really like this deck. Too many people who face that direction. At least got the card. Yeah, no. Oh well, there, this game again. Okay, first go recommended. Save. Put that controller down so I can. Yeah, it's much better. Like a card that faces downwards. 1, 2, dip, 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 yep. My spear was on it. Ooh. Okay. There. Okay. There. That should do. More boring, non-verbal dialogue. How are we recording? 2 hours of recording. It's so much easier to do the fits when I can fly. But nope, the fits just ended. Now it's 8. Check the surface. How fun of these annoyances. So, what am I doing? Hitting the birds with darts. Okay.
Fair shot.
Oh, talking.
Nicely done. Let me truss this one up and I'll make my way over to you.
There you are. Any new revelations?
So you met with that gleaner again, this time to capture a hornbill. I understand catching and bringing in creatures from the outside, but what's the point of chasing after ones already here?
Oh, it's a simple thing, really. Occasionally, we remove specimens no longer needed for study, or those we've had difficulty raising. But we can't simply turn them loose. Safely returning such creatures to their native habitats is another facet of a gleaner's duties. But not in this case, I'm afraid. I've been asked to bring the bird below.
the restricted section in the lower levels of Labyrinthos. Open only to a select few researchers handpicked by the Forum. The projects down there are the subject of rumor and hearsay. Forbidden magics. Advanced technologies that can never be allowed to fall into outside hands. Even Archons are not privy to the truth. Those who are, the researchers involved in this secretive work, are not permitted to walk freely in the city, and are instead required to live in isolated quarters.
What could a facility subject to such strict security protocols possibly need with a hornbill? An experiment?
Possibly. I wasn't afforded an explanation. But judging by the requisition list given to me and my colleagues, I doubt it's for any kind of advanced research. I'd be more inclined to believe we were making preparations to migrate to the south. Mericidia or thereabouts.
Yeah.
What? Why would you say that?
Much of the flora and fauna we were asked to procure could serve as reliable sources of sustenance. They're comparatively hardy species too, able to endure harsh climates. And among them are specimens known to be effective in improving soil quality and purifying water.
Yep. Sounds
When you
like,
put it that way, migration does sound like a reasonable assumption.
sounds like they're making an
That's
art.
all it is, though. An assumption. Through our tasks, we gleaners glimpse only bits and pieces of the Forum's plans. Our prime concern is that our requisitions, be they living or otherwise, are properly preserved for the knowledge of future generations. Now, I really must be going. I regret that I cannot reward you as you deserve.
Perhaps you might reward us after a fashion then. It is imperative that we reach the lower levels. And seeing as you are already set to descend with your assigned cargo, mayhap we could accompany you as your assistants.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. Once the animals have been prepared for transport, we send them down separately via the lift. I will of course follow after to make my report, but I can hardly pass you off as porters when there's nothing left to carry.
Indeed. Pray forget I said anything.
How do you feel about climbing? If you've strength and the courage to brave it, then there is another way down. This path leads to the 33rd facet, a mine shaft excavated during one of our expansions of Labyrinthos. While I cannot guarantee that the passage is safe to traverse, it should provide access to the medial circuit below.
I never even knew such a place existed. Thank you. This is the perfect solution.
You're quite welcome, but consider yourselves warned. If the going proves too treacherous, you do well to turn back. I bid you good day.
Well, turning back is hardly an option, not when we've come this far.
My brain feels like it's burning. Nope, over that fate. Don't do it. scheduled now to get a rest. Just pointing southwest. Okay, here's a hunt. So, oh, no, there's one southwest. Okay, nothing in here, it seems. Let's see. Of course, once I get that place, at least open up for me to do more fates. There's one directly south. Of my this looks like. I'll go check out for it there on the other side. Let's sit down. That maybe look at
Hard to look away, isn't it? But they're more than pretty flowers. Heart blooms are attuned to ambient emotion. You don't seem convinced, but believe me, it's true. This ashen grey, for instance, it mirrors the anxiety and urgency of those working nearby as they rush to fulfill sudden orders. Intense feelings like those spur the petals to change colour. Bright glowing hues in the presence of joy, dark subdued shades for frustration or despair. Yet even with the collected wisdom of Charlian at our disposal, we've yet to identify the underlying principle of this empathic effect. And there are other mysteries besides. Although the flower is extraordinarily long-lived, its low reproductive rate has made it difficult to find younger populations growing in the wild. With too few sightings to map its distribution, and no closely related species to track, we've been unable to pinpoint its land of origin. To further complicate matters, every culture, even dimly aware of its existence, has given it a different name and mythos. Our attempts to study it via the historical record have been an exercise in frustration. As an avid botanist myself, I should one day like to unravel the Heartbloom's secrets. But I'm afraid other duties must take precedence. I will leave you to your thoughts.
Have you learned aught of interest? A flower that reacts to one's feelings? Strange. I must say, I have never heard of such a thing.
This is all very fascinating. But as it stands, we've failed to gain any significant insight into the Forum's undertaking.
Indeed. While there is certainly enough activity to support Erenville's supposition that a priority has been placed on improving food production, unfortunately for our investigation, these workers were never informed as to how their duties serve the master plan.
If only we could interrogate the Forum members directly. Isn't that the entrance to the Archaeum? Look, there. I think that's Erenville.
A little difficult to tell from here, but I think you're right. He did say he was coming down to make his report.
Erenville receives his orders from the Forum. Would it not follow, then, that the superior to whom he reports is a Forum member, or at least a close associate?
You mean to eavesdrop on their conversation? What of the risks?
Ours alone to bear. We won't interfere with Erenville's work, nor will he be implicated as an accomplice. If you're not comfortable taking part, I can do this alone.
Nay. I said myself that I wished to know Father's intentions. And no answers will be forthcoming should we simply ask nicely.
We can apologize later, should it come to it. Right now, we need every crumb of information we can get our hands on. Consequences be damned.
It might be best if you came along as well. In fact, we should all... Cryle?
Oh, yes. That certainly sounds like a plan.
I'm glad you agree.
Quickly! Erenville is on the move. We need to get closer before we lose him.
Almost. I can almost reach you.
to use Toad. Well, for no. You're floating again. Well, you're floating.
I trust you will find your compensation to be more than satisfactory. We wish to make clear that we are pleased with the efficiency and thoroughness of your work. So much so that we have come bearing new tasks in need of your competent hand.
Another lengthy list. If I may speak frankly, the Gleaners have been pushed to the point of collapse by your unending demands. We are not familiars to be exploited. We are Sharlayan scholars and we deserve an explanation for this unseemly treatment. What warrants such urgency?
In an age long past, Sharlayan was charged with a momentous duty. And now that word of the final days hangs heavy in the air, the time has come for us to fulfill that charge. I can say no more, but I promise you this. All will be revealed in due course. And when it has, you will understand that your toil was in service to the greatest good.
Then I will do your bidding. For now. But unless you wish the Gleaners to rise up in protest, I advise you to offer tangible improvements for our working conditions. Your promised revelation does nothing to address present circumstances.
A fair point. Your concerns will be conveyed to the Forum.
I hope that was informative. Well, which is why I'm reassured that you're busy sniffing out the truth of things. We can ill afford to place all our...
Okay.
Wait!
If you mean to impersonate a toad, try studying the real thing. And don't try to fool an expert.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm going to stop for now. At least for the time being. I feel exhausted right now, so I'm going to go take a nap.